Well, since we are doing an item from Taco Bell, I thought that this was appropriate. Alright, cue the intro. Hey folks, welcome to Late Night Snack. I'm your host, Jared Lendy. Let's talk. I am so happy to be back with my normal setup. At least, well, the camera and microphone. For the past few months, my camera was broken, so this part did not work because of the power source. And it had to be covered up with a little flex tape for a couple months.
Of course! The solution was flex tape!
Until it went to the shop, which took another month. I was recording with my phone the entire time for the past few months. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Also, I'm going to do a little tech review right now. This microphone I found from Amazon, I'm going to show a picture of this. Do not buy it because it is horrible. The audio is better on this phone than actually using this attachment, so don't get it. These past couple months have not been the best. Haven't been able to film the kitchen life. Late Night Snack, the format had to change because the basement flooded a little downstairs. I have to say, there's been one thing that has been taken away from me, and I just have to accept the facts that it probably will never come back. That is Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Now, if you know me, you know that I think Taco Bell is the Apple of the fast food taco game. I mean, you have the quesarito, you have the Crunchwrap Supreme. There's even a taco sometimes where the shell is actually made out of fried chicken. Very innovative stuff. I was in the middle of making a fast food tier list when they took Beef Refrito Burrito away from me. Now that's gonna bring them from an A tier to a B tier. And now with the second purge, they're getting rid of Mexican pizza. Well, I'm not having that, and neither should you. We are going to make our own Mexican pizza. So, grab your Baja Blast, fam. It's about to go down. Hey, Bella, what do you have to say about it? Don't duck now that I'm recording. Okay, it's not my best drawing, but bear with me. After multiple weeks of research, including tens of dollars worth of Mexican pizzas and Baja Blast alike, I can confidently say that the Mexican pizza is not pizza at all. It's more than that. As you can see, there are very distinct layers, just like a lasagna. The Mexican pizza is a lasagna. And as you can see, there are things sandwiched in between one another. It's a taco, which is a sandwich. Same with a hot dog, but I'll get to that in another episode. And just like all those great things, you have to look at each ingredient individually. Just like the tomatoes, the cheese, the enchilada sauce, the taco meat, the refried beans, and the tostada, which we're going to work on first. Also, we got the Baja Blast here. I actually have to say, I prefer the Sangria Blast, but that got discontinued in 2015. I'll try to recreate it, but that's another show. The Mexican pizza requires tostadas, which are basically fried tortillas. And after my countless weeks of research, I've come to one conclusion. Corn tortillas are trash. They do not have the flavor or texture to compete with the rest of the ingredients for the Mexican pizza. I do have to say, if you break them apart and just dip them in the cheese dip, it's a wonderful pairing. Can't be beat. Just not good with the Mexican pizza. Now on social media, I posted a Steven Crowder changed my mind meme about this, and there were some people that laughed, but there were also people that came to the defense of these precious little bread frisbees. So I'm going to rebut them right now, because I've got a degree in this crap. I mean, it's baking and pastry, but you get the idea. Alright, let's rebut. Some people say that corn tortillas are the only ways to eat tacos, and I say no. There is another, it's called flour, and they are delicious. I got a couple of people saying that white people only eat flour tortillas, which is a blatant lie. If you take a look on this map that Adam Ragusa made, which you should check out his video, he has a actually pretty good video on this. Corn grows better in the southern region of Mexico, while wheat grows better in the northern region, which is where flour tortillas originated. It makes sense that the northern region of Mexico influences what type of tortillas America uses, but saying that it's a race issue is just simply asinine. Even if it wasn't authentic, we're making Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. The authenticity train set sail a while ago. Does that sound right? I see some arguments about them being healthier for you, but Again, we are making the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. We don't care about that. I have to say, there is a valid argument of them having a doughy mouthfeel and lacking a little bit of flavor. However, if we season them properly and take care of them, I don't think we'll have that problem. Here's my favorite comment. You might have COVID since you have no taste. Wow. Your comments don't scare me. I know pain. I'm 5'7" on a dating app. Well, I for one just hope that I don't receive any more hate for any of my opinions online. Well, to the trash it goes. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and make my own flour tortillas. If you want, you can follow along right here by clicking this video. Otherwise, you can just get your own flour tortillas, and I'll meet you back in a sec. And we're back, folks. On the stovetop, I have a pan on about medium-high heat with a little bit of olive oil in it. You don't need a lot. But what I'm going to do is just place our tortilla in the oil, and they're going to fry for about 30 seconds on each side. Might need a little bit more, depending on your tortilla. I'm just going to give them another flip. You might need to flip it one more time, depending on how colorful it is. And the color is looking perfect. Just going to evacuate this. Once they're out of the oil, I like to place them on a baking sheet lined with a little bit of paper towel and hit them with a little salt while they're still hot. Now, these look like they're ready to roll, so let's work on the beef. Right now, I'm just breaking up the ground beef, and the best way that I know how to do that is by using a potato masher. It does a really nice job. Now, depending on what type of ground beef you get, you might want to evacuate some of the excess fat, but this one looks pretty good, so I'm going to add in the spice blend. Pause the screen right now for the measurements. Just letting you know this is for about 2 pounds of ground beef, so adjust accordingly, or you can save some for next time. Spices work best when they're hydrated, so I like to add about a half a cup of water when adding all these in. I've got the oven preheated to 400, and I've got a couple of these tostada shells on a baking tray. Let's go assemble. Right now I'm just putting a little bit of the refried beans onto the tostada. This one I just got from a can. You can use whichever one you like. A little difficult doing this with one hand. Just gonna spoon on top a little bit of the taco meat that we made earlier. And now we're gonna place the other tostada shell right on top, just like a sandwich. Now I know that enchilada sauce is not the actual sauce for the Mexican pizza, however I like it, but as an option you can add a couple of packets of the Taco Bell sauce into it before you place it on the Mexican pizzas. Got it all mixed, and just ladle it on the tostadas. I got this 4-cheese Mexican blend that I really like, so I'm going to place that onto the pizzas. Now we're going to place these in the oven until the cheese is nice and melty. In you guys go. I just took these out of the oven, and we're going to place the tomatoes on them. You know, layer them how Taco Bell does. Completely random placement. You may not think that they make a difference, but I've tried them with and without in Test Kitchen, and surprisingly, they actually do make a difference. And just like tradition, we're going to cut these into 4s. And just like that, they're ready. Right here I have a Mexican pizza box that I just put my Mexican pizza inside. I'm going to do one slight modification to it. That's more like it. It looks like an actual Mexican pizza, which is a good sign. And time to give it a try. This is really good. It actually tastes like the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Every component is there. Making our tortillas was a huge difference, especially using flour ones. Really liking the flavor balance on here. Really good sandwich. Now that we've tried mine, let's try the one from Taco Bell itself. Oh yeah, I forgot. A couple of days ago, I found out that my local Taco Bell is sold out the Mexican pizza. But you know what? That's okay. Because the Mexican pizza will always be in our hearts. And for some like me, our arteries. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Until next time, I'm Jared Lendy with Late Night Snack. Good night!
Hey, Jer. I just had a piece of your pizza and it was delicious. Keep going, guy. Okay? Very good. Thank you.
Action.
Mike. Check this out. I got a girl's number.
Nah, you liar. Let's say something, Jared.